You got all your pages lined up, but you are stuck on the last step. Don't worry, you are not alone. When you are uploading a book to KDP, you need two documents. You're going to need your cover and your manuscript. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can consolidate your manuscript that it only comes into one specific document. And we're going to do this with no tech headache. So let's dive in. So when it comes to your documents, what you want to make sure is that you have everything in a single folder. You just want to keep yourself organized as much as possible. And of course, your name is going to probably be dependent on how many times you've uploaded it and whatnot, but you want to make sure that everything is in the right spot. So if you are editing certain pages throughout, make sure you're putting them back in the correct folder. So for me, for example, this is one of my books, and over here you see I have my cover page, I have my copyrights, I have my dedication, I have just another fun sheet, and then I have my coloring book itself. And if you notice that there's these blank white pages, and the reason why I did that specifically is because I didn't want coloring my coloring book pages to be back to back, and therefore it's going to bleed a lot easier. I wanted to have that other page. It actually looks a lot cleaner. Here's an example of the actual book. And you can see I have a page, I have a picture on one page and it just cleaner on the other. It actually doesn't look too weird. One of my books, I actually put some words on this side, but this is like the basic idea of why I did that. But if you want it to be white, you actually have to put in a white page. And what's cool about KDP also is that if you want to have a very small book, so if you only want to have 24 pages, but let's say you only have 10 pictures, those white pages count as pages. Okay. So that's something that you can do. You can do that by, I'll show you a really cool way that you can actually get a clean paper, but making sure that you have that is going to be important. So let's say, for example, you have all your pages in the right order and everything like that. So you could go to this really cool website over here, PDF24. You don't even need to sign in to use it. And what you want to do is you want to be able to merge PDF. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this, you're going to copy everything, drop it in. Okay, and what it's going to do is it's going to turn all your pages into a PDF. It's going to literally merge your PDF. Okay, and it's going to take everything, and all you got to do is you got to merge PDF at the bottom once everything loads. Takes a second. This is all live speed. Okay, you're going to just take it, you're going to merge it. Once it merged, then you have to save it. This doesn't save it. You still have to save it afterwards. But this is the basic idea that we want to do. We want to be able to merge it, and then we are going to then download it, and then we're going to bring that over to our KDP account when we are ready to do that. Great. And if you are curious to see how you actually upload your project onto KDP, I have a whole video walking through step by step. So make sure you have once you have your cover and you have your manuscript over here, you should be good. All right. Now let's just download, and then check it out. It's downloading up over here. Another thing is this is like one of those issues that come up a lot in the community. We have an online community where we help people create their own kids book. And one of the big things is like the troubleshooting of these small little different ideas. Okay. So then you click on the download and then look at this beautiful thing. It's just one PDF all attached. Okay. So this is like a really, really cool way. And then what ends up happening is you end up going into KDP. You're going to download your documents. Then once it's downloaded over there, you just want to go through everything, making sure that you did it. If you have the wrong amount of pages in the beginning and therefore the white pages on the wrong side, all that stuff, you just look over there. One cool trick that I learned myself personally when I was working on doing my own work that one time happened to me that I need to add a page. So you can't just add a page. What I did was I actually ended up splitting. I go over here to split PDF. And what it does, it actually breaks it into separate pages. I added in the new page in my new folder, and then I just did the whole merge PDF thing again. So don't try to think you could add a page or to take out a page. None of these over here are able to do that. Okay. But another way that we can do this is actually just going to Canva itself. And if you go to Canva, you type in the size book. So for me, it was an 8 by 5 by 8 by 5 book. Over here, we go to 8 by 5 by 8 by 5. Just customize it. Then we go to inches, 8 by 5 by 8 by 5. And we're going to create this page over here. And then what we can do is if you go to your uploads, download everything into there. And look, this was one of the books that I had. And you can do, you could just drag and drop everything into over here. And then all you do is just press this page over here, duplicate it, and then voila, you could just literally just drag and drop everything. Okay, and then over here, if you want to minimize things, sometimes the bleeding is an issue. So what you want to do is you want to hold on to the picture, you want to hold Command, I believe, I'm not sure what it is on a PC, and then you want to shrink it. What that does is that it actually shrinks the whole picture as opposed to you shrinking just one side of the picture. And then you could just center this over here however you like to center it. For me personally, I liked having cutting lines, which I made a video about. So just like a dotted line on the edge so people can then see it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have all your documents over there. You're going to go to share. You're going to go to download over here. And then you're going to go to PDF print. Okay. And then you're going to mark for crop for marks and bleed, flatten PDF, download everything, and it'll also come up as your own document. Okay. Another thing we spoke about before, if you want just a plain white document, you come to Canva, come up your size, and what you do is you just download this one document. So you go to share. Remember, this is page 2 over here since we have an earlier page. You go to download. Instead of doing all the pages, what you want to do is you just want to pick page 2. You press done, you download it, and then all of a sudden you have a blank page that comes up, and then you could just duplicate that and in your folder and put it in that way. Okay. So those are just different ways that you can do in order to merge your PDFs. This is one thing that you're going to need to do in KDP. And like I said, this is like one of the troubleshoots that we have in the community. So if you are interested at all in creating your own kids book or maybe multiple kids books, make sure to take a look at the link down below and be happy to help you over there. And if you have any questions on this specific video, make sure to let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to answer.